Hey, MariaFanelli here. I'm really excited today because we have my good friend and one of my favorite people, Djuna Wojton. And Djuna is a very well recognized spiritual healer. She's a past life regressionist. She's an astrologer. She's also the director of Djuna Center for Healing Arts. She has clients all over the world. And among other things, she is the author of Karmic Healing and her latest book, Karmic Choices, How to Make the Right Decisions for Enduring Joy. So we're going to talk about that today with Djuna. So welcome, Djuna.
Thank you for having me here today, Maria.
Oh, you're so welcome. So, let's just talk about karma. Like a lot of people use the karma word very freely. Oh, that's going to be bad karma. Oh, that's good karma. Or, just wait, karma's going to come back to you. So what would you say, like for you, your definition of karma is?
Well, karma is a Sanskrit word that translates to mean action. And so we're always creating karma because life is about action, and we're always reaping the rewards or consequences of our past actions. And so basically, you can't escape karma because we're always in the process of life, always making choices and taking actions.
Great, well thanks. And so this seems really important to you because you have 2 books out now, focusing on karma. I know personally how much work it is and how much work it took for you to write this book. So why did you decide that you wanted to write this book on Karmic Choices?
There are so many yoga studios just popping up all over America.
True.
And so, but sometimes I think that here in America that we've turned this sacred practice that's really about enlightenment and really about understanding and knowing yourself. And I feel as though that here in America we've turned it into an exercise program. And so much of my book has some philosophy taken from the Yoga Sutras that I think could help people understand themselves better and really make the best use of their yoga practice.
Great, great.
But I have another reason too, and if I could just remember it.
It will come to us. It will come to us. Well, part of this reason. Go ahead.
Okay. So my first book was on past lives, and because when I grew up, I was always going, what did I ever do in my past life that I had, a childhood situation that I had, and so it really was great because it really set a fire under my chair to be on a spiritual path. And so I started exploring past lives, and wrote my first book about that. And so this book is just about how the past in this life and past choices that you've made can have an impact, or good or bad, in your present life. And so being a hypnotherapist, I've really worked on how your subconscious mind is always recording, and so we're always programming ourselves with something. For example, do you drive? And it's like sometimes we get in the car and, we get to our destination and it's like we can't figure out how we even got there because we've programmed ourselves to drive and we kind of go on automatic pilot. And,
That's right.
Thank goodness, but we get there. But sometimes we, through past decisions that we've made, we then program ourselves for maybe a less desirable result than, that blocks us from having the love we want or the prosperity we want or whatever it is, or the health that we want. So Karmic Choices can help you just look at your patterns that you have, and so that you can make changes. And the third reason why I wrote the book is that we're living in a time of tremendous change. And even though change is wonderful, it keeps life fresh and exciting, but it's also scary sometimes. And so Karmic Choices also helps you make changes in your life so that you can keep growing and evolving with ease.
Well, that sounds wonderful. So a couple things came up that made me think that some of the behaviors that we have, almost like driving on automatic pilot, can be almost automatic to us. And it might be just because of past behaviors or a past life that we have this behavior, even though we would like to have a different behavior. Right? Is that correct?
Yes. So, for example, say when we're young, we get married and the marriage doesn't work out, we get divorced and we're devastated. And so in going through that process, we make a decision. I'm never going to love again. And then we forget about that we ever thought that and made that decision, because sometimes we sentence ourselves to something, that's against what we really want in life, right? And so then all of a sudden we start behaving in ways to, keep people at an arm's length or whatever. And so then we do start dating, we heal some, but not all the way. And so we then pick people who aren't right, or they can't commit, or that
no way.
So that you're sure that I'll never love again,
Right.
And so so the Karmic Choices it has a lot of meditations and questionnaires and exercises that you can do to really help you look and see, look at the patterns that you've developed in this life and make changes.
That's really great, and it's very interesting because it sounds as if we almost need to be aware of these almost subconscious decisions that we're making, almost similar to the law of attraction. So does the law of attraction come into play with this at all, or can you just tell us a little bit what that is? Okay.
Yeah, and so the law of attraction is really what you're putting out in your vibrational level, and your thoughts go out into the universe, kind of like fishing lines. And so we can say, I want love in my life, and I'm going to use that again, or I could use another example if you like.
That's great. I mean, this comes up for a lot of people because they're wondering why they're not attracting. They want the right people. They want to have a good relationship, or other things in life that you're trying to attract. But yet it sounds like we could be putting out other vibrations through our thoughts, even subconsciously, and then wondering, like, why me? Like, why can't I meet the right person? Is that
exactly
right?
Yes. So It's like you're giving out different signals. So it's like, oh yeah, you meet someone, you like them, but then if you're say your unconscious, subconscious thought pattern is
maybe you don't
love my lovers leave me.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So you're gonna pick someone who matches on that vibrational level, and it's not going to be lovers leave me, but it's going to be they get too smothering and I got to get out of here, or something like that.
Right. Well, you want to even leave.
Yeah. Right. So that you then will drive them away.
Wow.
Wow. And it's
unknowingly.
all unknowingly. It's not on purpose or anything. It's like these old scripts, these old tapes, they just kind of take over, just like the pattern about driving the car can just take over.
That's right.
Yeah, and we don't, and we're not aware.
So with your book, Karmic Choices, Djuna, How do you help people to become more aware of this and to start to make the correct choices? I know you mentioned there's meditations in there, so you give them a little bit of guidelines, say, hey, this is maybe something you want to be aware of, and here's what you can do to work through that and create the life that you want.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so it really, it breaks down, it really helps you see like your patterns, the way you think about things or your belief systems, old emotional reactions, how to move past fear. And the light just went out.
That's okay. We'll just keep talking, see if it works. Well, thank you so much for being here, Djuna. Do you have any last tips you'd like to give people? Her book is fantastic. She gives lots of real examples in there. I highly recommend reading it. I'm going to put a little clip at the end of this video so you can buy the book yourself, Karmic Choices. So thank you again, Djuna. And any last words you have for our audience today?
Oh, just thank you so much for having me be on this program with you, Maria. And I'm wishing many blessings for all who are watching right now.
Great. Thanks for being here today at MariaFanelli.com. If you'd like more videos like this, tips, education on stress management, mindfulness, mind-body health, please sign up for my email at www.MariaFanelli.com. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.